This is a D6 generation pip. Yeah, one of those dots on the side of a six-sided die. Yeah, a pip. You know, a short pip. Little something. Yeah, about anything gaming related. Sometimes featuring Craig, sometimes featuring Russ. We'll see what's coming up today.
And gentlemen, so this is what I call a Model's Eye View battle report, and what that basically is a battle report of a game from the point of view of the models on the table. It's an audio drama, so I've included lots of sound effects and a little bit of music, but mostly sound effects and narration. I did one of these a long time ago for War Machine, a long time ago, so long ago, in fact, that I forgot how hard it was. But basically, this is the battle that Russ and I played in Illinois back in June. We took an entire segment to talk about it, I believe, when we had the great meltdown of the Drop Fleet review that disappeared on us. And so this has been something that I've been trying to kind of put together. It takes a long time, and it takes a lot of scheduling on my part, mainly because there's a lot of other things I'm supposed to be doing. And but I wanted to try it. I wanted to try to create this. Remember, the whole point of the PIP era is to create different kinds of content that we can kind of feel passionate about and be interested in, but you guys will be interested in also. So hopefully you enjoy this little drama. It's about 15 minutes long, which is ridiculous when you consider that it took more time to put together and edit and record than an entire episode of the regular D6G show. So it was over 9 hours of work that finally went into this. And there are areas in the battle report where sound is layered almost 20 effects deep, and I don't know if it's worth it. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys what you thought about it. Let me give you a couple thoughts that I've had. I didn't nail the levels. I don't think. There are parts where I think the narration is a little hard to hear, which, good news, we're going to actually post the script of this for patrons on Patreon. And we're also shuffling that a little around a bit too. We've got some ideas on how to make that a little more worthwhile. But mainly right now I want to focus on the Model's Eye View battle report. So without further ado, let's see how this works. Hopefully it's not too horrible. M.E.B. Model's Eye View Battle Report. Andric Icemane, Battle-Scarred, beginning preliminary report of action on Icarus 7, specifically the reconnaissance in force of the currently defunct industrial complex designated Site Forlat, at the behest of Planetary Governor Jordius Venunt Kos. Distribution of Imperial forces will follow on a separate tether band. Strike Force Bjorn 7001 consists of 5 packs of Grey Hunters, scattered across our front as we advance upon an array of discarded Prometheum tanks and gantries. A chemical fog is wreaking havoc with long-range aspects
but some movement has been reported at several contact points along our line of advance. Signal Spore indicates a non-orcish Xenos threat, possibly Eldari, Cabal of the Shadowblades, that has been plaguing the Stirlanax system for some time. Land Raider Redeemer Flames of Fenris, containing Fafnir's pack of Bloodclaw youth within, anchors our right flank, with the speeder Icewind and my own pack ensconced within our Rhino transport in support. Holding the center is Lord Bjorn the Fell-Handed in command, 2 advanced Grey Hunter packs with 1 Vindicator in support. Approaching from the north are Raoul's Wolf Scout pack and Kusta's Longfang pack, while Lord Njal, the Stormcaller, and a pack of Wolf Guard await summoning on the strike cruiser Eyetooth in orbit overhead. Our left flank is held by elements of the Morian Iron Guard's 6th Regiment, Russ's Roughnecks, including a full squad of Scout Sentinels, several Lehman Russ variants, a Hellhound support tank, and Chimera transports. There have also been rumors that the famed Commissar Sebastian Yarrick travels with the Roughnecks this day. It appears that the Roughnecks have called for air support, as a Valkyrie has just penetrated our airspace and seems to be dropping some sort of heavy assault troopers behind the array of platforms and gantries that lie in our path. Militarum Command, what manner of troops have you deposited in the complex ahead?
Over an assault squad, my lord.
Ogrins, this should prove interesting. There's not yet been any definitive contact with the enemy. Cyberwolves Asker and Sven range ahead of our advance, but have seen... Contact. Asker rendered combat ineffective. Sven rendered combat ineffective. A unit of Mordians in heavy armor have just grav-shooted onto the central tower just ahead of us. The newly arrived Mordians have made contact as well. They are exchanging fire with forces within the complex ahead. The foe is still hidden in the chemical fog. Several fast-moving contacts approaching all along our line of advance. Aircraft of some kind. They must be flying low enough to stay within the fetid cloud to avoid observation from the Eyetooth. It would appear our recon in force has touched a nerve. There have been several reports from the left flank, and the Sentinels are moving forward. We have positively identified a structure of Alderi provenance ahead. It would appear to be some kind of arch or gateway. No indication that it is active.
We have encountered a similar structure, my lord. In addition, we have identified several large vehicles approaching, and Lieutenant Deaver and her crew aboard the Valkyrie are saying it is a mixed force of Craftworld Eldari and the Drukari cousins. She is calling out contacts as she sees them, and claims to have seen Eldari jet bikes and raider transports. Numbers unknown.
Thank you, Thrall. Report only as necessary. Eldar air support appears imminent. Flames of Fenris. The Redeemer has been destroyed. Most of Fafnir's Bloodclaws seem to have escaped and are moving forward into the ruins, attempting to anchor our right flank. One of the Russes on the left flank appears to have been destroyed as well. The Tempestus Scions in the tower have secured an information uplink, but it appears that the jet bikes seen by Lieutenant Deaver have noticed them. My pack is moving forward toward the ruins secured by Fafnir's Bloodclaws. There appears to be some kind of shimmering energy emanating from the structures, barely seen through the fog. I am afraid the Ogryn have met their match in the center of our battle line. The Valkyrie is firing into the far side of the structure, and it seems to be taking fire from multiple sources. It would appear as if Lieutenant Deaver has gone to the Allfather as well. The Eldari aircraft are continuing their attack run. They appear to be concentrating on the Roughneck's armored column. Their command appears to be in some difficulty. The gate. The gate is activating. Something is coming through. By the All-Father, it's a Wraith Knight!
The Ice Maid has fallen. I will report the foolishness of this frightful attack myself. I am beyond the Fell Hand, and the Xenos scum will feel my mighty wrath. A Wraith Knight has entered this realm through the fell magics of the Eldari. The Mordian commander has fallen back upon a data node his adepts have been able to awaken, but they need relief as the Eldari close their pathetic nets. Drukhari have moved against our left flank, while foul Harlequin Dilettantes and the Wraith Knight threaten our right. Ice Maid's pack, as well as the young ones, have been brought low. The pressure builds all along our forward positions. Stormcaller, I summon thee! The All has arrived in a cohort of Wolf Guard, threatening the Eldari rear along with Wolf Scouts and Longfangs. That will give the elite fools something to think about while we... Some form of hover tank is dropped behind our lines, but this behemoth sail barge has dropped right into our midst. The brave Imperials are falling back. United packs of Russ are moving towards the thing, and a squadron of Rough Riders has charged into the fray. They seem undecided, wavering between going after the sailing barge and charging the knight. I believe the Eldari commander is the Drukhari Archon Rimtire, and is aboard the sail barge. As several bands of warriors have emerged, it appears we face both howling banshees and the elite Drukhari Incubi. The last Imperials have fallen, but they have yet to feel the wrath of the Fell Hand. Come to me, sprites! I hold your doom in my hand! It appears that the jet bikes glimpsed by our stalwart allies have arrived as well. Many of my brothers have fallen here, but the battle is not yet written in the annals of the Skulls. Direct your attention to the vehicle! Your mount dies, my Lord of Bones. Care to test your mettle against a true legend? Now, who's next? You? Your hovering toys hold no terror for me! Oh, yeah!
This is Brother Raoul Banebreaker, Wolf Scout. The Fell-Handed has been rendered non-combat effective. I will proceed as interim battle scald. Our rear has been compromised. Militarum forces have folded, leaving only the Sentinels to carry on. The mighty Yarok has fallen to Drukhari raiders, but naval forces were able to extract him via some arcane teleportation technology. The Drukhari jet bikes who brought the Fell-Handed low are sweeping towards the surviving Sentinels. as the Wraith Knight has murdered the last of the Rough Riders and our own brethren, securing the area around the right-hand gate. The Stormcaller, accompanied by 2 surviving Wolfguard, are hunting down the Eldari leadership, but the Harlequin have fallen back to defend their cowardly masters. Usta's long fangs are firing everything they have against the approaching Xenos aircraft. The other 2 seem to be swinging wide over the now abandoned sectors. Jet bikes who brought the fell-handed low are sweeping towards the surviving sentinels, as the Wraith Knight has murdered the last of the Rough Riders and our own brethren, securing the area around the right-hand gate. The Stormcaller, accompanied by 2 surviving Wolfguard, are hunting down the Eldari leadership, but the Harlequin have fallen back to defend their cowardly masters. Usta's long fangs are firing everything they have against the approaching Xenos aircraft. The other 2 seem to be swinging wide over the now abandoned sectors. The Stormcaller is down. The Stormcaller has fallen. His ancient armor has served him well, whisking him from the battlefield to Eyetooth overhead, which reports he has been received by the Teleportarium and looks to survive. Aircraft are swinging around. All surviving Eldari forces are sweeping back towards us. An entire craft world seems to be moving in our position. It will take all that and more. It will be an end worthy of a song. Yes, my brothers, go! Unleash hell! Fire Prism has been destroyed! Some kind of Eldari Reaper monster firing a kind of rapid-fire missile launcher moves on our position. Aircraft have arrived. All is fire and light. Report summary. Site 4 locked contact positive. Site overrun by Xenos, type Eldari, subtype Craftworld, Drukhari, Harlequin. Here this day we have found the foe's measure. It remains for others to exploit the weaknesses we have revealed.
Achievement unlocked! You've made it to the end of another D6 Generation episode, the podcast whose humor has universally been acclaimed as not too horrible. Please let us know what you thought of the show by emailing us at info@thed6generation.com. If for some inexplicable reason you actually enjoyed this show, you can help others find out about it by leaving positive reviews on iTunes. Thanks for listening and happy gaming.